being reported that the Philadelphia 76ers are kicking the tires on the idea of bringing Carmelo Anthony in after trading for Jimmy Butler. New GM Elton Brand is thinking about bringing Melo to Philadelphia. We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Salute to all the brothers and sisters supporting the page. Make sure you smash the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon button. Won't miss another video or live stream from us. And also stay tuned for our announcement to announce our new live sports morning talk show right here on Goodfellas Sports TV. So be on the lookout for that as well. And we all know that by this time Carmelo Anthony is probably going to be clear waivers and be a free agent once again after about 12 or 13 games with the Houston Rockets. Guys like Captain Jack, Steven Jackson, saying that he's being blackballed out of the NBA. Other guys say it's not fair, like Dwayne Wade. So we know Mike D'Antoni, the Houston Rockets coach, and Carmelo Anthony didn't work in New York. He lost his job. Melo got to stay. So it's human nature sometimes for guys to hold grudges or, feel slighted. So seems like they're making Carmelo Anthony the fall guy. It's not that. The suspensions happen. It's not that Chris Paul ain't playing like he did last year. It's not like James Harden ain't playing like he did last year. It's not like they didn't trade Trevor Ariza. It's not like, they rely more on PJ Tucker. Like he's ever been a really, really good player. He's a glue guy, but, Lushawn Mabute, they got rid of him as well, too. And, Eric Gordon ain't playing that good. And obviously Mike D'Antoni, over the course of his career, has rarely been able to make adjustments when the league adjusts to his offense or make adjustments in the half court when it's time to play half court basketball, in the playoffs. So, we never really seen Mike D'Antoni actually adjust his offense and make major adjustments. It's either been run and gun, shoot the first 7 seconds of the shot clock, no matter if you up by 50 or you down by 50. He never been able to make adjustments on defense, always had to outsource or delegate that job to another coach. So, in history, I think he was coaching the Lakers as well, too. He ain't never been that guy to make adjustments for guys to fit on in. And in Oklahoma City Thunder for Carmelo Anthony, Billy Donovan, he ain't, I don't really respect his clout. I don't think he got clout on his NBA level yet, but he's doing very, very well with the Thunder, but he don't have clout. I don't see him being the one, letting Oklahoma City Thunder get into sets and forcing Westbrook to fit Carmelo Anthony in. So I just think those are two bad situations for him. And in Philly, it could work. I'm not familiar with their head coach name, but he's done a wonderful job with Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons has been reported that they don't even like each other. But in Philly, he's going to be asked to fill the Saric role, okay? Saric was a stretch for a guy that wasn't a great defender. We know Carmelo ain't a great defender. A guy that can get you 10 rebounds. I think Carmelo can get you 7 to 10 rebounds at this point in his career. A guy that was asked to stretch the floor and shoot threes, okay? That's what he was asked to do. All right, occasionally post up. Occasionally he could put the ball on the ground and score the ball a little bit. That's the role Carmelo Anthony is going to be asked to play in Philadelphia. He's not playing with a selfish point guard, or he's not playing with selfish guards. Jimmy Butler ain't a selfish player, a ball hog. He does the little things. Ben Simmons, not a ball hog. He does the little things. He dominates the ball, but he gives the ball up. I think he can make Carmelo Anthony better. I think Ben Simmons is the point guard to make him better, and Joel Embiid ain't a ball hog. Okay? I think this is probably the best situation for him in the NBA. You got Jimmy Butler. They clearly need another shooter. They clearly need another scorer, because Ben Simmons is a scorer, but he's a limited scorer. JJ Redick is a shooter. Jimmy Butler is a scorer. Okay? That is true. Joel Embiid is a ball. He's a post player. He's a scorer. But Markelle Fultz, he ain't a scorer. They don't have depth on that bench. Amir Johnson is a dirty work type of guy. TJ McCollum is a good guy, but they tend not to give him minutes. So they need depth. They need to fill that Sarge role, that stretch four guy. They occasionally could post up and they can spot up and shoot threes. You know, and then Carmelo Anthony is not going to be asked to spot up and just spot up and shoot threes. Carmelo Anthony is going to be able to put the ball on the ground, get into his rhythm, and hit mid-range shots, and occasionally hit a spot up open three. I think this is a very positive environment for him. You got 3 great defenders on the floor: Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, and Ben Simmons. So it's not in Houston where you don't have an elite defender on the floor unless you want to call Clint Capella an elite defender. Because Eric Gordon, he sometimes play defense. Chris Paul is a good defender, but at this old age, is he as good as a defender as he was 5 years ago? I think not. James Harden, we know he don't play no D. So your only defender is Clint Capella. And how good is Clint Capella? He okay. Is he Joel Embiid on the defensive end of the floor? I think not. Is Eric Gordon, James Harden, Chris Paul the defender that Ben Simmons and Jimmy Butler is? I think not. So I believe this is the perfect situation for Carmelo Anthony, not the Lakers. You know, other than the Warriors, I think it's a perfect situation for him, which we talk about the Warriors in the next video. I think it's very, very positive for Jimmy Butler here. For Carmelo Anthony. I think Carmelo Anthony don't fit here. I don't think it's going to happen other than this Golden State. So this fits him. I think he could fit into that Cyrus role. The four guy. Stretch 4, they need a mid-range scoring assassin. Him and JJ Redick can tear the mid-range up. JJ can step behind 3 as well. Obviously, he's a 3-point marksman. Carmelo Anthony can, this team doesn't necessarily have to play up and down, and just be a fast break team. I think they're effective at doing that, but they play in the half court. Ben Simmons coming off the pick and roll can find guys. They're not going to disrupt offensive sets. They can throw it to Melo in the post. It's an equal opportunity offense. It's just not Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid bust, even when they had Covington and Sarge. Last year, I know Sarge didn't play that well this year yet. It's only 12 games. But last year, Sarge had monster games. They fed the beast. This year, JJ Redick had monster games. They fed the beast. So you playing with 2 unselfish superstars. And Jimmy Butler, I never really seen him be selfish. Other than what he did in Minnesota with that situation off the court. But this is the perfect opportunity. I think this is a perfect thing for the Sixers. Obviously, it's low risk, high reward because he ain't coming in here getting a $100 million, $80 million, $10 million contract. I think he get the veterans minimum. Was about $3 to $5 million. Sorry if I'm mistaken. And if it works out, Elton Brand is really making a name for himself as one of the more upper echelon general managers in the league. He took over for Colangelo with Jerry or Brian. I think the son is Brian Colangelo. He had burner accounts leaking Philadelphia 76ers information about the players and making on fake accounts, saying lies about the players and dissing some of the players. So he had to get out of there. They released him. They promoted within, I believe. Elton Brand got promoted to the general manager. Him, James Jones, and Phoenix, I think, is the general manager. So you're seeing a lot of young general managers rise up through the ranks. Malik Rose is being groomed to be the general manager with my Detroit Pistons as well. So, I love to see young, innovative, former players get put in management positions. In coaching positions. You don't see that in the NFL as much anymore. You don't see young, innovative former players get in that position anymore, or it be innovative. So Sean McVay is really, really the exception to the rule. Kyle Shanahan really paid his dues as well. He's another exception to the rule. So I like the NBA. The NBA seems to be everything what's right with sports for the most part right now. With a little bit of problems on the court with the officiating and stuff of that nature, but they seem to be getting it right. I can see them being the most number 1 sport in America once NFL's downfall is complete. NHL killed themselves. MLB is a dying sport. I think it's the fastest dying sport of all sports, in my opinion. But it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Let me know what y'all think about Carmelo Anthony going to the Philadelphia 76ers. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Twitter. We got a Facebook group. We got a Facebook page. It's still the Boxing Clinic on there. I can't change it. We got a Twitter page. You can DM me, hit me up on there, add me on Twitter, ask me a question, retweet the videos out, share the videos. Also, share the page. We're on a push for 10,000 subs. Didn't buy any subs. Got them all off the muscle. You can email me as well. The video intro is in the description as well. I know a lot of people want to know where that instrumental came from. One time for the one time. You know what the business is. We gone.